Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Sunday, the 29th of May, 2022. There really isn't much going on today. This is going to be the shortest video ever, and we're just going to crack on with it. So, we now know who the last team to make up the championship for next season is, and that will be Huddersfield Town, because Nottingham Forest have been promoted to the Premier League after 23 years. Can you believe it? They've been out of the Premier League for 23 years. So that must have been. So they haven't been up since they got relegated under Brian Clough when he was on wearing that green jumper and he was on the pitch crying. It must have been then, though. I guess so. 23 years, or maybe not. I don't know. Well, that would have been 1999. Yeah. But well, yeah. Nottingham Forest got promoted. Huddersfield didn't, so we now have Huddersfield Town in our league next season. And just to confirm, here is the final table of teams that are going to be in our league next season. In alphabetical order: Birmingham City, Blackburn Rovers, Blackpool, Bristol City, Burnley, Cardiff City, Coventry City, Huddersfield Town, Hull City, Luton Town, Middlesbrough, Millwall, Norwich City, Preston North End, Queen's Park Rangers, Reading, Rotherham United, Sheffield United, Stoke City, Sunderland, Swansea City, Watford, West Bromwich Albion, and Wigan Athletic. And I don't know about you, but if we carrying on as we've been carrying on, there's not much to fear here, I don't think. Seriously isn't. Looking at this now, just on the face of it, prima facie, I would say we're guaranteed top 8, I think. There's not much better than us out of this lot. Everyone's struggling with budgets due to the COVID fallout. Don't know if you know this. Apparently, so I think it is either the EFL or the Premier League gave a loan to Championship teams. They gave a grant to League One and League Two teams, which is basically free money. They gave a loan to Championship teams, and now that loan has to be paid back. I think it's like 2 million or so, 2.25 million. I think it was that. I could find it, but so that I think that needs to be paid back either next season or the season after. So that's going to affect everyone in this league, which we've already seen. Cardiff City have made 4 signings, but it's nothing to write home about the players they've signed. They've signed a player from the Bundesliga 2 on a free. They've signed a player from Lewis Town, the non-league team in Sussex, and a player from Forest Green Rovers on a free. There really haven't been big things coming on. The big signing was so far in this league, and that was a free as well, was the West Bromwich Albion signing John Swift from Reading. So I don't think anyone's really paid any money for any players yet. But we'll see what happens. The only ones who probably could do that are the ones who've come down. Apparently Burnley are not in a position to do that. They're apparently getting 90% of their revenue from the Premier League TV deal, and they're not in the Premier League anymore, so they've got a massive hit to their income, so they need some adjusting. Apparently they've got a loan as well they need to pay back or something, so it's going to be a struggle for Burnley. But we will see. Apparently, I don't know, Vincent Kompany might be going to Burnley. I think I heard that, but we will see. Maybe he could get some cheap players from the Netherlands and from Belgium, if with his contacts there. I don't know. Norwich City, I mean, they should be good. I don't know. Depending who they let go and who they keep. The fans are not happy. They want the chief executive sacked, and they want change of ownership because they're sick of going up and back down. I'm like, well, be careful what you wish for, because you could end up falling into mediocrity and dropping down the leagues is not unheard of. Just look at what Charlton. They wanted Kirbishley out just because they were finishing 10th. They were finishing mid-table in the Premier League every season. They want Kirbishley out. Get rid of him. We want to do better than finishing mid-table in the Premier League. Now look what happened to them. Dropped like a stone to League One, and they had a torrid time of it down there. The other team that got relegated was Watford. You don't know what's going to happen with their owners. The owners of the club are like some Italian firm who also own Udinese and some other clubs as well, and they loan players between each club, so they might be able to get some decent players in. So yeah, there's nothing. There is really nothing in this league to scare us if we carry on playing as we've been playing. Obviously, we're probably going to be losing Jed Wallace, and that's another thing though. If we go back, Nottingham Forest tried to buy Jed Wallace in January. Jed Wallace, I don't know who did Millwall knock it back, or did Jed Wallace knock it back? Because they're a Premier League team now. Jed Wallace could have been a Premier League player today, right here, right now. I think it was his wedding yesterday, so he could have got married. Well, no, because he would have had to play in this game today. His wedding would have been postponed, and he probably would have been playing for Nottingham Forest in the playoff final, and then getting promoted to the Premier League. Instead, he's looking for a club still, and on his honeymoon this week apparently. So we'll see how that goes. But Jed Wallace, is he looking at this and thinking, wow, what could have been? I could have been a Nottingham Forest player, and I could have been in the Premier League now. And we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that like I said, that is literally the only thing Millwall Championship related to happen today. So that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.